We're continuing in the Likutei Halachos, Orach Chaim, Chelik Beis, Hilchos B'tzias Apas, Halacha Hey, in the beginning of paragraph Mem Zayin. Rav Nasan mentioned why Parshas Yisroi is written right next to BeShalach, that what Yisroi heard that brought him close was Milchemes Amalek and Kriyas Yamsuf. Rav Nasan explains that Amalek is Iker Zuamas Hanochosh. Amalek is the main filth of the snake, the main tumah. Hainu bechinas klal kol hamoinim v'hama'akvim min hakdusha sheboim begodem atzoyim shenimshochem yizuamas hanochosh. Amalek represents, he's a composite of all the different types of obstacles that block a person from getting close to the Kedusha. As we had mentioned earlier, Rabbi Nasan had referred to that in Likutei Moharan as the begodem atzoyim, that all the sins that a person commits and all the ra inside of a person manifests itself in the form of filthy garments, begodim tzoyim, that act as a mechitza, blocking the kedusha from getting into the person, or blocking the person from coming close to the kedusha. V'alkein klipas amalek hu oirev tomid al kol echad miYisrael b'chol eis sheroitzel iskarev elakdusha. And this is why this klip of Amalek is always plotting against the person. It's always looking to do everything it can possible when a person wants to come close to the Kedusha to block him from it. And Amalek every single day is brand new, starts fresh, brand new plan of how to block this person, how to torpedo this person's efforts to come close. And it's because Amalek is so powerful, he's a composite of all the Ra, and Hashem himself has to do battle against Amalek. The bechinas milchamo laHashem b'Amalek midor dor, as the pasuk says clearly. Ve'ikar his gabrusoi hi ala gerim ubalei tshuva, and the main battle of Amalek's main focus is whom? The balei tshuva and gerim. They're the ones who he really wants to go after. Sha'aleim is gabrim mo'oid hamaniyos. They're the ones who usually have the most obstacles in coming close to kedusha. They're the ones where every single day is a new minefield, new obstacles, new tests, new this. The other guy goes along his regular work, gets up in the morning, learns, davens, live happily, marries off his kid, everything. And balei tshuva and gerim sekocht sich. Every single day there's new problems and obstacles and difficulties. Hanim shocheme habegodim atzoyim. These miniyos are based on the begodim tzoyim, the fact that for a part of this person's life he was not religious, or lahavdil, not Jewish, so there's begodim tzoyim. Sheheim bechinas zuamas hanochashu klipas amalek, v'hachnoosoi alidei bechinas kriyas yamsuf. And the way that one is machnia, this klipas amalek, is through Kriyas Yamsuf. She'oz hoyo ikar gmar Yitzias Mitzrayim. That was when the real completion of Yitzias Mitzrayim took place. V'haschalosam lichnois l'Eretz Yisrael. And that's when the Jews really started their journey to Eretz Yisrael. They're entering into Eretz Yisrael. Ki oz nofal Paroi v'cheiloi legamri. That's when Paroi and his armies had a complete mapola. V'yotzu me'reshusa legamri. And the Jews left the authority of Paroi. They crawled out from that long arm of the law of Egypt, that was gone. And they started their trek towards Eretz Yisrael, which was supposed to be a matter of a couple of days, were it not for the mistakes that they made. As they said in the Shira at that time, they sang already about Eretz Yisrael. They knew that they're leaving Mitzrayim to go to Eretz Yisrael. That's what it was all about. The Ikar Kriyas Yamsuf Hoyo Alidei Aroinoi Shel Yosef. And we mentioned earlier that one of the most important items that played a role in Kriyas Yamsuf was the coffin of Yosef HaTzadik. Kamashikosu, as the pasuk says, Hayom Ro'o Vayonois. The sea saw and it ran away. What did it see? Vayonois vayetze achutza. It saw the coffin of Yosef HaTzadik, about whom the Torah says that when Potiphar's wife tried to grab him, tried to hold on to him, he ran away. It says Vayonos, he ran away. Because he passed that test by running away, when the sea saw him, it ran away. Kimasham Razal, as the Gemara says, Shezeo Bechinas Koyach Kedushas Kivrei Hatzadikim Agdoilim. This is the concept of the incredible power of the Kivrei Tzadikim, of the graves of the great Tzadikim. Shezochu Letachlis Shleimus Shmira Sabris. Those Tzadikim who were zeicha to the highest degree of Shmira Sabris. Shezochu Lilmoid Ulalame. And they were zeicha to learn Torah, the highest level of Torah, the kind of study of Torah we spoke about before, where their main reason for learning is to teach others, and to teach others in a way where they plug the neshamas into the letters of the words, and they shine a light into the neshamas from the tchilas hamachshava. V'alkein kolev kishero shemizgabrem ma'oid atzas hamaraglim sheroitzim livgoim bigdusha Eretz Yisrael. And it's for this reason, when Kolev saw the hisgabrus of the tumah, when he saw that the maraglim were making their whole plan as to how to block the Jews from getting to Eretz Yisrael, and the Meraglim were going to be poigim in the Kiddush of Eretz Yisrael, they were going to defile the holiness of Eretz Yisrael by speaking against it. Al kein holach v'nishtatech al kivrei avos. What did he do? Where did he run for? He ran to Chevron. He ran to Kivrei Avos. K'maysham Razal, as the Gemara says, V'ayidei zocho lema shezocho. Because he did that, he won. He made it. Because he knew that the way to get to Eretz Yisrael is Kivrei Tzadikim. That's the way that Klal Yisrael started their trek to Eretz Yisrael, was Kriyas Yamsuf. Who was responsible for Kriyas Yamsuf? Aroinoi Shel Yosef, the kever of the Tzadik. So when he saw trouble brewing, when Kolev saw serious trouble, have to run to kever of the Tzadik, because that's the powerful weapon to be zeicha, to be koyin Eretz Yisrael, to be zeicha, to be koyevesh Eretz Yisrael. K'mayshekosov, as the pasuk says, im loy ha'oretz asher dorach bo, k'mayshedor shrazal, as the Gemara says over there, ki kisheroitzim lovoy l'Eretz Yisrael, shehi klolius kol hakedushos. Because when a Jew wants to be zeicha to get to Eretz Yisrael, which is a composite of all holinesses, every type of holiness in existence is found in Eretz Yisrael. Mizgabrim umishtatchin hamaniyos v'ikuvim ma'oid ma'oid. Then the obstacles rise up very, very, very strong, because the last thing in the world they want is for a Jew to be successful in Kiddusha. K'moy hayam v'hayarden, like the sea and the Jordan. K'mavura bat Torah, as is explained in that chapter in Likutei Moharan, chapter 14, which this halach is based on. Rabbi Nasan there quotes a story in the Gemara at the end, and it talks about the Jordan River. All of this is based on the fact that there are begodim tzoyim, that the people were not perfect to start with, and because they had committed sins and done things wrong, so there's begodim tzoyim, and when there's begodim tzoyim, then there's manias. Those begodim tzoyim manifest themselves in these obstacles and barriers that the person has, blocking him from getting to the kedusha. So he can't blame. It's not someone else's fault. It's me. It's a message to me that I still have what to be masaking. Kamayom v'nohar mamish. And these manias, these begodim tzoyim, are mizgaber. Sometimes they actually take the form of an ocean. Person wants to get to Eretz Yisrael. He's in Chutz La'aretz. He wants to get to Eretz Yisrael, and there's this big fat ocean blocking him. And he's got to figure out how to cross this, whether it's money for a plane ticket or whether it's getting off from work, all the different obstacles. Ad shero kolev she'i efshar lahachniyom kim al yidei koyach kivrei hatzadikim shehem kivrei ha'avoy sholach nishtatech lehem. And Kolev saw clearly. He saw that the only way to be machnia these meniyos, these begodim tzoyim, all of these things that are blocking Klal Yisrael from getting to the Kiddush of Eretz Yisrael, is kivrei tzadikim, and especially kivrei avos. And that's why he went there, that's why he went there to daven with everything he had to be zeichet, to be matzliach. And it's for this reason also that Kriyas Yamsuf, the credit for Kriyas Yamsuf, is given to the Aroinoi Shel Yosef, which is the symbol of the kever of the tzaddik. And that's what resulted in the main geula. As the pasuk says, Vayikach Moshe es atzmos Yosef imoy. What was the battering ram that Moshe Rabbeinu took with him to smash his way out of Mitzrayim, out of the Tumah, through the Yamsuf? The battering ram was Aroinoi Shel Yosef. That's what the Torah tells us. It doesn't say Moshe Rabbeinu took two things, a pistol and a knife. Took one thing with him, Aroinai Shel Yosef. He knew that that was the ultimate weapon to get to Eretz Yisrael. And this is why the Gemara says that these two traveled side by side. The Korban of Yosef Tzaddik and the Aroin, which had the Luchais in it. Ki Ikar Kabbalas HaTorah Nimshach Mishon. Because the main ability to receive Torah in its highest form is from the kever of the tzaddik, as Rav Nasan had discussed earlier about Chizkiyahu HaMelech, that they established a yeshiva al kivroi, all the different connections that Rav Nasan made over there, showing how the kever of the tzaddik is one of the most powerful tools in helping a person be zoicha to make the best connection to the Torah. V'alkein Yisroi shehoya ger tzedek Iker Gerusoi Hoya al Yidei Sheshoma Kriyas Yamsuf Melchemes Amalek. And this is why Yisroi, who is one of the most outstanding examples in Yiddishkeit of a Ger Tzedek, his Gerus came about through hearing about Kriyas Yamsuf and Melchemes Amalek. Ki Shoma Vehaven, because Yisroi heard and he understood very well. She'af al pi shel Melchama Gedoyla va'atzuma Lizkois lehizgayer be'emes v'lo sheva l'kedusha, that even though it's extremely difficult for a non-Jew to be zecha to come close to Klal Yisrael, to become a Jew and be zecha to a tshuva shalem, etc., ki hi bechinas milchemes amolek shemizgaber u'mispashet beyoser b'chol pam kanam, because converting or doing tshuva is milchemes amolek. That's what it is, because Amalek's going to do everything in the world to block the person. Afal pikein kvar hiktim Hashem Yisborach refu alamaka. Hashem already prepared the antidote, the cure. Shehu bechinas kriyas yamsuf shoya bezchus v'koyach aroinai shel Yosef. The kriyas yamsuf was the antidote to Melchemes Amalek, and kriyas yamsuf is the aroinai shel Yosef. Shaydezeh zochu legaresh shetef mayim rabim. It's through kriyas yamsuf, through kever the tzaddik, that there's zeichet to push away the flooding waters. You know, those powerful waves and the shetef mayim rabim. That tidal wave, like that Amalek represents. Bechinas hamayim hazeidonim, the troubled waters, tumultuous waters. V'sheyeh niftach lahem meimei hachochma vadas. The bad waters should be pushed away, and the waters of das, of seichel, should open up for them. Shezeo bechinas kriyas yamsuf. That's what happened at kriyas yamsuf. Sheborchu hamayim mipneihem, where there were certain waters that ran away. It says hayom rov hayonos. And the well springs of knowledge, of wisdom, opened up for them. As the Gemara says, that the smallest, the lowest, the lowliest person at that time saw Hashem more clearly than even the greatest of Nevi'im afterwards, the greatest of prophets. And then it was there that Paro and his armies were completely subdued. And the Jews began going to Eretz Yisrael. And that all represents this concept of being machnia Amalek. Amalek is synonymous with obstacles for getting close to Kedusha. Hamispashtim ma'oid, which works very hard against the person. They spread tremendously. Sheboim habegodim tatzoyim, and this power of Amalek, these obstacles come from the begodim tzoyim, from the filthy garments. V'alkein afal pi she'achar kach mizgaber b'chol pam yoser, and therefore, even though when you defeat Amalek, he comes back, he keeps coming back, stronger every time. Still, if a person has this realization and this knowledge, he can always subdue the koyach of Amalek, the miniyos. This is the message that Yisroi heard when the Gemara says he heard Milchemes Amalek and Kriyas Yamsuf. He understood that on one hand, Milchemes Hashem Amalek midor dor, the battle was won, but the war isn't over. There's going to be a lot of fighting to do. But there's a Kriyas Yamsuf, there's an Aroinai Shel Yosef, there's a Moshe Rabbeinu, there are tzaddikim, and by plugging into the tzaddikim, the Moshe Rabbeinu and the Kever HaTzaddik, a person will be able to defeat Amalek repeatedly. V'chol ze shama ve'evin Yisroi v'nizgayer. Bechinas, as it says, Mashmu Hashamavo. What did he hear that made him come? Kriyas Yamsuf Melchemes Amalek. Ki Iker Kiyum Hagerim Ubali Tshuva Sheisharu Kayomim B'Kedushasam. Because the main item that guarantees that Gerim and Bali Tshuva will remain steadfast in their Kedusha, in their Kesher to Hashem, in their coming closer, is what we spoke about here. This connection to the Torah, the Orain, the two Arainos traveling together, the Torah, the Tzaddik, the Kever, the Tzaddik, those three powerful things, those are what will ensure the victory, the final victory against Amalek.